welcome back. Well, I say welcome back. Why do I do that every week? Welcome back. It's like
Because we're welcoming people back to the
I
show.
guess, I don't know. Welcome to the AIWF Mid-Atlantic Breakdown, episode 19. I am Rick Diesel with my knowledgeable yet articulate co-host, Reagan Danzig.
Knowledgeable but articulate. There's no, the butt doesn't go there, but
It
that's
has
okay.
been a long day. I've had
It
a
has
lot
been,
going on, so
yes.
that's it. That's the private side. So, been a long day, but that's okay. Um, we're doing this taping on May the 21st, 2025. We're 3 days away from the May 24th show in Mount Airy. And we've got some more uh announcements. Well, the announcements are already out there, but we're going to take them one at a time and just kind of go over them and catch ourselves up. Also, now by the time everybody sees this, because we tape it, by the time everybody sees this, the breaking news announcement will be made. So if you're watching this, go, well, watch this first, but then go to the AIWF Mid-Atlantic Facebook page for the breaking news announcement about this Saturday's show at Veterans
Exciting.
Park in Mount Airy. I didn't tell nobody. I didn't even tell Reagan about this. So
Yeah, I
she'll have
don't
to go
even know
later
what it.
tonight
So
and
I'm
look at it
curious as to
for
what it
herself.
is.
So
Yes.
actually, this just happened about an hour ago. So,
Hmm.
uh,
Well, I'm excited to see what that is.
yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, but anyway. All right. So how was your week? How's everything going? Excited?
Fine so far.
Are you excited about?
Again, I'm still counting those days down. Counting them down. I got 16.
Really?
16 days.
God, I
Yes.
think it all ended up here like this week.
Yeah. This was my children's last day also. So it stinks, but whatever.
Yeah,
I,
you got
I
to roll
won't
with the
think
flow.
that in August. I won't think that in August when they go back at the very beginning of August and I'm still hanging out one more week or two. So
Yeah, because that's the one good thing about it. You get out later, but you go back later. So,
yeah.
but yeah, well, that's pretty cool. So, God, I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was. I just it's I get real excited. Oh, that's what it was. Are you excited about the new setup for the video equipment? Because it's a little different than it was in Ivanhoe.
Yes, it's gonna be, we're gonna have to add that hard cam to it and see how that goes. And then I'm still trying to figure out the soundboard to the switcher. Um, so we'll figure it out. We gotta get there. I'm gonna get there early and then, you know, work on it and drive myself crazy till the very last second of the show. And one thing I'm glad about is I don't have to rush and do lower thirds anymore. So I did like that part of that switcher, like the way you were using with the iPad. I liked creating those and having those on there. But I think the trade-off of the pictures and everything is just the way it looks is just so much better.
So
So
lower thirds, we get to go back to doing lower thirds in post again.
yeah. Yeah, which I mean, it might work out better too, since you have to take off any uncopyrighted music. You could just
Yeah.
throw a lower third on there after dealing with that part of it. So
Well, over the years, I got pretty good at doing the lower thirds. I mean, I've got one set up to where all I got to do is just change the name in it, so it ain't that bad.
I'll have to
And
look at it and see though if I think it looks good.
it's on last night's episode, the
Oh,
main
then I
event.
haven't looked today. I'll look and then
You need
critique
to
it.
watch them anyhow before
I
Saturday.
watch them sometimes, but sometimes I got stuff I got to watch on TV. I got stuff. No, I'm just playing. It's just
Well, you need to
this.
watch it for research
I know, and
so that you can see if there's
yes,
anything from Ivanhoe that you need to change
that's
or
true. I
work on.
will.
You
I
can do
always
it all in
forget.
2 minutes.
I know.
That's
Sometimes
all
I'll
it,
put it on. I'll put it on as I'm going to bed and like watch it like that before I switch over to my sovereign citizen uh, court case stuff and things like that. So,
not the
exciting life
sovereign
of breaking
citizens.
dance. I
You do
know.
not watch Sovereign Citizens. Them people drive me. They're bless their
They
heart.
are so entertaining. They are crazy and and it's always a issue. It's
It's
like a
always
traffic
traffic
ticketer.
issues.
And it's like it's funny. I enjoy it. It's a good way for me to
And they always get to
relax
go home
after a
with a
long
good
day.
beating. A lot of times they get to go home with a good beating because you can't come in my car and I don't need a license tag or driver's license because I'm a sovereign citizen. Well, how about I give you a tase?
This is just well, never mind. I'm going off on a real thing. Let's go back to wrestling.
Yes, let's go back there. I'll
No,
tell you what.
I am excited about one of the reveals of who's going to be on Saturday night. Sexy Gouda. I love Sexy Gouda.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's start this because, and we'll take them one by one. How's that?
Yes.
And we'll go from the biggest to the smallest, maybe. So Mecha Mercenary. Can you see him?
Can.
Okay, Mecha Mercenary. I like the slogan when the monster under your bed becomes real.
Yeah, that's good. It's very Mecca is not only like a large presence, but he's one of the scariest guys we have. Like because you know, you don't know what it's going to do. He's also now, you know, I think he kept it in Ivanhoe.
I think he
Um,
did. The
yeah,
ICW title.
so now he has that, and what's that going to do for Mecha Mercenary? So it'll be interesting to see him. Everything's just up in the air with him right now. We haven't seen Corey Edsel. We only saw him for a couple of minutes at the last show. We just had that standoff with him, and I don't know, what's going to happen this Saturday. Everything's just kind of up in the air right now with where Mecha Mercenary sees himself in the AIWF.
Mecha Mercenary, ICW champion. Now, what in the world did I do? Is he or is he not one? Is he involved in the tag team championships for Mid Atlantic? He is, isn't he?
He is, right? Because it's him or Seth or Mickey, right?
Well,
Because Seth was in that match. Was Seth not like, is this,
what about Matt Anderson? Ain't he in that mix too?
right. Yeah, I think that's the confusing thing right now with those tag belts is we just really don't know what's going on now that they are with Seth Clayton Burns Enterprises, and you're a member of that whatever conglomeration.
But you know
So
what? Just between me and you, and I guess whoever's listening, they don't talk to me a whole lot about that part of it.
that might be something important that you be knowledgeable about.
It might. I mean, because when they do their strategy, I don't know. I guess just because I'm so busy with other stuff, but they seem to be navigating their own ship, so to speak, now a little bit. I mean,
Yeah,
everything's cool. It's not like we have any issues. We ain't had no arguments broke out, and Seth still tries to bring me lattes for some reason. But they just don't the strategies and stuff. Maybe it's because of this show. I'm out there. They're afraid I might talk about something. I mean, I am old, and
maybe
who
they
knows
don't
what I
trust
might
you.
blab out. But
Maybe they're using you to put themselves in favor.
maybe. But
So.
they don't talk a whole lot to me about their in-ring strategies. They just kind of wander off to themselves.
That's almost an insight without you realizing it was an insight into the group.
Yeah.
So maybe you do run your mouth when you're not supposed to.
Maybe I do. Been known to happen. All right, next. Your buddy. This is the one you like so good. Aaron Wilson.
I am super excited about that. He is, if you've been around the AIWF for the past year or so, you've seen Aaron Wilson go from, just
He's
average in the ring to like he is just superb now. You've really, if you watch, you can really see his growth over the past 2 years into a phenomenal wrestler. And crowd doesn't like him, but you have to really respect his wrestling ability. And he also has one of the best looking moonsaults I've ever seen in my life. So
and he does it
uh,
off the second rope.
yeah, so that's springboard. What is that one called, Brian? Springboard moonsault. Brian's helping me out a little bit by shaking his head at me. So
Springboard moonsault. So uh he does do that pretty much to perfection.
he
So
does.
Aaron Wilson, and I agree with you. He has grown so much since he's come to the AIWF Mid Atlantic. But we've seen that with a lot of guys. A lot of
Yeah, what a
guys
good
come out
place.
of training,
Mm-hmm.
and we've always given them a chance out of training.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And we,
when they were just starting out, and we've always kind of took them under our wing. I mean, I know there's not a trainer out there that would want to hear this, but we do bring them up here and kind of, you know, show them stuff and give them ring time that they don't get anywhere else. And there's a lot of knowledge up here that comes through this locker room. And guys like Aaron Wilson and Jack. I
yeah,
mean, Jack, my God, who nobody grew more here than Jack did. So,
yeah,
and
it's a
now
good place
he's
to
an
come and cut
international
your teeth.
star.
Yeah,
So, Aaron Wilson is another one that you've just watched his progression in the ring up here.
yeah.
All right, up next. Ha, God bless.
Your favorite person.
And no, I have no intentions of him ever being the next cruiserweight champion. And no, it's not going to happen Saturday night. So I don't know what they're trying to say with this match graphic here, but
Are you out on something?
what?
You spelled Aaron Wilson's name wrong, and if he kicks your ass for it, I'm just gonna laugh.
Did I?
It's
Wait a minute.
Arin.
Who?
Arin.
Oh,
Arin.
so he spells it different than normally.
There are plenty of different ways to spell Aaron.
Well, I spell it like the rental company.
Well, that's incorrect. So fix that.
God bless. Hey, spell check didn't tell me anything that was wrong with it.
That's why you got to show me stuff first so I can correct it before
Well,
you put it out there.
well, you're busy.
I'm not that busy. I always have my phone on me. Even at work, I have my phone on me.
Okay.
But
Well,
Cam Isaac,
Cam
are we
Isaac. I'll let you
starting?
talk about Cam Isaac because I really can't think of anything nice to say about him.
So, are we going to be starting the cruiserweight? Because nobody has the cruiserweight belt right now.
Nobody
I
has
do
a
know
cruiserweight
that
belt.
huh?
Nobody has a cruiserweight belt, and
So
the
we were
tournament
going to
has
do.
already started, and Ding Dong there did advance.
Okay. So Ding Dong, don't think he's a Ding Dong. He's not a. Yeah, I don't think he's wearing orange with bells on him. Cam Isaac, he's been around, a while now, probably, I don't know, would he come in the middle of last year, pretty much?
But he's still a
You know,
rookie. So why should he
um,
even be getting a title? Why should he even be allowed in a tournament as a rookie?
because I mean, whether or not he's a rookie or not, you cannot deny his ring, how good he is in the ring. Of course he's got stuff to learn. He seems like a real, humble kind of kid that's willing to learn, willing to get in there and put himself out. The crowd loves him. I mean, there's no reason not to give him the opportunity to show his abilities in a cruiserweight tournament. I mean, um,
I
I don't
don't
really
think
think
just
there's.
because he was trained by Lodi, it should get him anything.
I don't think. I mean, whether or not he was trained by Lodi or not, you cannot deny that he is good in the ring.
I
Even
can
for
deny it.
even for somebody who's just relatively new, who's still learning the ropes, per se. Um, I think it's a good opportunity for him to show us what he can do and to see how far he goes. I mean, maybe you put him in and he matches up with another cruiserweight that's got a little more time on them, and he won't be able to keep up. I mean, this is a good way to see what Cam Isaac can do.
I can tell you what he can do as far as I'm concerned, but we
I
won't
don't
go
think
there.
that's necessary.
No, I don't think so. I'll tell you what we can do, though. We can take a quick commercial, and when we come back, we'll wrap this. Well, that's what we'll do. We'll finish this show out talking about the shows.
Jimmy Valiant, Boogie Woogie Man.
Legendary Boogie Woogie Man.
Wait a minute, baby. Wait a minute. Hang on.
What are you doing around
What was that calling you, buddy?
This is
Was
our
that Jamie?
neighborhood.
You done made a mistake.
You should be retired, Boogie.
Wait a minute, boys! Let me take a bite of my king dog.
Say King Dog?
King Dog?
Is that what you said? What? What happened?
Come on, boy!
Don't let hunger bully you. Get yourself a king dog, and you too can become a super hunger fighter.
Secondhand Heroes and Home for Wayward Villains is a comic book shop and gaming store that also features Magic the Gathering and D&D. Located at 18184 Leesville Road in Evington, Virginia, Secondhand Heroes is your one-stop shop for you to get your nerd on. Open 7 days a week at 11 a.m. They don't close until the dice stop rolling. They buy, sell, trade, barter, and haggle, specializing in collectible toys, both vintage and modern, comics, Magic the Gathering, video games, console, and arcade cabinets to play, all set to free play. Host your game night with us. Monday night D&D video game competitions, and so much more. Something for the collector and gamer in us all. Call 434-317-0121 or shoot us an email with any questions to secondhandheroesva@gmail.com. Note, secondhandheroesva@gmail.com. That's 2ND, handheroesva@gmail.com. Come game with us. Tease Treats is a food truck service that operates out of Mount Airy, North Carolina. They serve decadent, delicious ice cream treats, hot dogs, chicken tenders, chicken sandwiches, nachos, funnel cakes, and so much more. They can be in multiple locations at the same time, available for festivals, athletic tournaments, concerts, or any gathering. When it comes to delicious quality and reasonable prices, you can't go wrong with Tease Treats. You can find out more about Tease Treats at facebook.com/Tease Treats, or you can give them a call at 336-755-8204. You'll find out that Tease Treats are not only the best concessions in wrestling, but the best concessions anywhere.
All right, welcome back to AIWF Mid-Atlantic Breakdown. Rick Diesel here with Reagan Danzig, and we just got finished talking about Cam Isaac. That's why his graphic is still up there. So let's move on to the next participant this week. There he is.
There we go. Sexy Gouda. He is, the moment he hit the ring, the first time I saw him and made his entrance, I was like, yes, this is fantastic. So if you have not had a chance to be in the building when Sexy, you need to make sure to get here Saturday, the 24th, to see him. He is quite the spectacle.
He is a showman from top to bottom. And he's been up here one time and he left quite the impression. I'm so glad he's able to come back to Mount Airy. So just because, and I'm hoping maybe he's added to the spectacle it is Sexy Gouda, because I mean his outfit, his entrance, everything was already pretty amazing. So if he's able to add to that, because, you know, wrestlers grow, their images grow. So if he's grown since last, because it's been almost a year probably since he's been here. So there's no telling what he's added to his entrance.
Good Lord.
Or his
Time
character.
has no meaning when you get old.
It don't, does it?
No, it's depressing.
Yeah, I know.
I know. Wah, wah. Anyway, Sexy Gouda.
Sexy Gouda, he's coming back to Mount Airy. Everybody be excited. Everybody come, bring your Sexy Gouda for president poster boards. All right, up next, Joe, now, Joe Harrison hadn't been around in a while, so I can only assume that he's took real good care of the belt. Right?
Because the last time we saw, him with the belt, he was pulling his Shawn Michaels. He was doing his
Yes.
Shawn Michaels pose with the belt. So I'm excited to see. I know that it was, an issue that was out of his control for the last show that he was supposed to be there. And, I'm looking forward to seeing him come back. It's, we haven't seen that belt defended in a while. So, at least
He
we
won
don't
it back
do the.
before the break.
Yes,
So,
he did.
he got a pass for the break, the winter break. And then we had the anniversary show. So honestly, he's only missed technically one show.
Yeah.
And like you said, he did have a good reason for that. So, but he will be back this Saturday, May 24th, Veterans Park. And don't forget, it's Wednesday, May 21st, and later tonight there is going to be a announcement about the show this weekend. So some people might find it exciting, some people might go, but we'll see. Up next, Caden Pierre.
One of the crowd favorites in Mount Airy, which is,
Blows my mind.
it does, because he's not a very likable person. Like, he just, but the crowd loves him. And,
Hayden,
well, one of the people in the crowd doesn't love him, but most of everybody loves him in the crowd. So
the thing about Caden is the crowd, I guess the best phrase would be turned on a dime when they decided they liked, and it's like they all done it at once.
yeah,
Just all of a sudden, one show they didn't like Caden, next show Caden was best thing since sliced bread. So I don't know. I guess Caden is one of the, and Caden was gone for a while. He come back the last show, and now he's come back this one. So we'll see what happens. Evidently somebody's fixing to get slapped.
fixing to get slapped.
That is a great line, though.
It is a great line.
All right. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, that match was not fair, to say the least. So, I don't know. These two people, when they set their eyes on something, they get it. So I think it really, losing it, really was upsetting, to say the least. But like I said, they're two people that you don't want to ignore. They want those belts back, and they will probably do whatever they can to get them back. So good luck with Seth Clayton Burns Enterprises.
But honestly, I mean, these guys, they hadn't been in the ring in a long time. They haven't tagged, I mean, in probably over a decade or more.
I mean,
Right?
But going on 4 or 5 shows where they're working as a team. We'll just see. It's, I'll admit, sometimes you got to knock that ring rust off, but these are two guys that even if you see right now that they have a little ring rust, the more they're in that ring, the more you're going to see them become a well-oiled machine.
But I mean, seriously, wasn't the win when they won those tag belts a fluke? Honestly, can't you say it was a bit of a fluke? I mean, they haven't tagged in over a decade. Like you said, there was eat up with ring rust.
So they were eat up with ring. That is not what I said. You are putting words in my mouth. I said, if there's some ring rust, they will knock it off pretty quickly. Um, I mean, but you never know. I mean, people have come through. I mean, a few years ago, how long was Sebastian Kane out of the ring before he came back and got those belts with Matt Anderson? Like, you can't really just say because they have. If you're talented, you're talented, and they're talented. So all you got to do is they just got to be in that ring a little bit more, and they're going to become, you know. A team to reckon with. So,
Okay, well, Matrix
and you're
got,
acting
Matrix
like
got a little snow on the front porch. You know what I'm saying?
okay. Well, the thing is, though, is these are two people who are still in shape. Chris Tenney may not have been in the wrestling ring, but Chris Tenney has been competing in martial arts ever since he stopped wrestling. So these aren't two, Richie came back from the point of death. And the fact that he's even able to get into the ring at all is a testament of his constitution. And so I mean, I would not take them for granted whether or not they've been out of the ring for a long amount of time or not.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's the updated list of wrestlers that's going to be in the house at Veterans Park this Saturday night, May 24th, 2025. So, and if I've seemed a little distracted tonight, I just got a lot of stuff going on. Very, very busy time for me right now. So, but I'll always make time for the show. So,
Yeah, and
speaking of making time for the show, I haven't had a chance to. I didn't get a chance to watch. Did you guys done the show?
We did. It was a pretty short one. I think it was about 45 minutes to an hour, maybe. It wasn't our usual length, but it went well. It was nice to get back into the swing of things with it. We will not have one this weekend because it's Memorial Day weekend and there's a big race somewhere. I don't know. Matt loves racing. That's all I know.
Matt told us he told us from the beginning, what was it, years ago when we started that show, if there's a race, I will probably not be here.
Yeah, so there's that.
He made that very clear, so everybody's accepted that.
Okay. Oh my God. Oh God.
Uh-oh, off camera.
I tried. Shit. What was I going to say? Oh, but he says after that, as things calm down for him, we should be able to get back into a good rotation, getting back on the same schedule and stuff. So check us out on Sunday, not this Sunday, but it was fun because I've been sitting on all this, like WWE, AEW, like all this stuff for so long without being able to talk to Matt. It was nice to be able to talk through some stuff. It's a fun show. It's a lot different than ours.
Yeah.
And Matt runs it a lot more smoothly than we do, I think. So
I think so because I'm not the greatest host in the world, but I mean, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, join us, I guess. I think did he say the next weekend? Yes, Brian Shake said yes. Just joking. I'm sorry.
And hopefully, as time, I mean, we only have 19 episodes under our belt. Technically, that's not a lot.
No, not the grand scheme of things.
So we're hoping maybe it'll get a little better. Who knows? Might take a podcast class somewhere or something. No.
If anybody's going to take classes, I have to go to video production classes. That's not podcasts, video production.
Okay, well, we'll lean more toward that then. But I think we'll be fine.
I think from day one to now, we have grown in leaps and bounds. So
we have, and to be honest with you, if we got too professional, I don't think people would appreciate it.
No, and
we're real, man. We're down in the nitty gritty, real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we get it done like it's supposed to be.
Professional podcast. So.
No, we don't want to be professional because there's too many of them. So I don't know. Anyway, anything else to talk about? I mean, technically, we still got about 9 minutes left in the show, but I've had a long day. So if we
Yeah.
don't go the full length, I do not care.
Yeah, I've had a rough day. I spilt a whole thing of grape juice on myself at work this morning. So I was half purple all day. So it's been one of those days.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll call it a day, and next week we'll have the Mountaineer show up behind us, and we'll be able to talk more about that. Maybe that'll give us a little bit because we talk about stuff even though it ain't aired yet. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch a show.
Yeah, you
I
need to.
usually
You
do.
need to.
I have.
Just
And
watch a
some
little
points I
bit of
have.
it, and that way you can say, okay, well, I might need to raise the volume, or I might need
Yes.
to, just a little things.
I
You
don't
never
think
know.
I knew though that yet. I did not notice that it was new stuff, so I will look at it to see what it looks like.
Okay.
I like to look at it. It's just I've been getting once I get done with school, it's gonna be my attention is gonna be on everything wrestling. Hopefully. So
Should be interesting. All right.
yeah.
Good deal. For Reagan Danzig, this is Rick Diesel signing off a tad early, but still next week should be interesting as we will have the Mountaineer show for May 24th behind us. So until then, good night, everybody.